next award, Man of Steel Award. Player with the most strength and power. This is good, because I definitely have more strength and power.
You think you got more strength than me?
Really?
We can go outside and we can arm wrestle. Well, we can arm wrestle right here if we want to.
So that's just strength right there, arm wrestle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to right now?
We can't do it. See, you see.
I break your arm and it's like on camera and everything.
Oh my God.
I got something to show you emotion now.
Anyway, we always gotta go back to him, right? The Man of Steel Award goes back. Shout out to number 70 again from the Phoenix. Sorry we don't know your name, your full first and last name.
That's your player, right? You're supposed to know his name.
Yeah.
He's playing for the Titans.
Mark Belichick. You sure?
I'm positive.
Say if he comes up and snags this guy.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Not surprised at all.
He's playing for the Titans. You heard what?
What'd you say you did?
Dude hates.
Spot Bill?
I can't read the honorable mention.
I don't know.
We don't have an honorable mention.
Yeah, that was the guy with the most strength and power. Shout out to number 70, the center for the Titans.
You sure?
I was doing a sideline reporting for TSFL.
You want to borrow his glasses?
I don't understand. I was doing sideline reporting for TSFL, and y'all trying to call a spy deal. I don't understand.
Because I hear everything.
And obviously not.
Yeah, exactly, Spot Bill.
Okay, so when he's at the game on the Titans sideline next weekend, which he was this past weekend, maybe you should do some reporting.
I was on the Titans sideline this past weekend.
He was too.
Okay.
Did he have a uniform?
No.
Okay,
So
so
he's
not
very
a
uniform.
uniform.
he's free agent. He's a free agent.
Just like Andre Childers last year.
But
And Jimmy Kelly the year before.
Jimmy kept, that's his team.
Let's go ahead.
But
He's still
Drake,
straight.
that
That was a sneaky move.
Yeah.
'Cause we knew some behind the scenes stuff.
yeah, I had some insight on that one, but we not gonna do it.
Let's
Joe
go.
Bill does not recruit. I get approached.
Say, we're not saying anything, sir.
Man.
What goes on in Duville stays in Duville, sir.
Okay.
Our next award, clearly. Our next award is the Kryptonite
Y'all
Award.
stayed to do it all season, huh?
This award goes to
Clearly.
the Kryptonite Award is the player who may not have the best stats, but is the most difficult to game plan against. And we felt like this award should go to the Bucks and Mr. Noel, aka Noah. So we played against this guy twice, and every time
We did y'all both times.
he did. But we held serve and we got the win. But this guy's real shifty. He has a somewhat of a good arm. I think he still has to work on it, on his accuracy. But when he's an RB, that guy, he's as good as anybody in the league at carrying that ball and taking it to the house. So that award does go to Noel. Congratulations to Noel and the Bucks. Let's go ahead and get into our next award, Mr. Marcel.
The next award, and it's fitting because this will probably be me next season if it all works out good. The Rookie of the Year Award. Self-explanatory. Y'all right? Mark Belichick? Okay. It's not good. Rookie of the Year. And for this one, it was a toss-up, and it was we went ahead and went with Richard from the Bucks. He's a running back. He was, and the reason, and this was a toss-up because Noel played great all year, but I think we picked Richard because I think you pointed out that he plays both ways.
Right.
So that's all.
And I think what's his name, Fernando. He was also in that conversation.
He was also in the conversation.
He's honorable man.
Well,
Fernando?
not for this one. It was Noel. Because Fernando didn't come on, they weren't always getting him the ball. He was in the talks with it, but when it came down to it, it was either Noel and Richard actually winning it. And Fernando started playing both ways, but he didn't just start that till the very end of the season. Richard has been doing that all season, and Noel has been pretty much carrying the offense along with Richard. So I think that's kind of how he went. But no disrespect, Fernando was definitely in that conversation. But Again, shout out to Richard Noel for winning Rookie of the Year and honorable mention to Rookie of the Year.
Our next award is going to be presented by Mark.
This is the Justice League Award, the 6 best players in TSFL. Last year, we spent like forever talking about this. The commish actually kind of came up with a theory on this. There's 6 teams that make the playoffs. So grab one player off of the 6 teams in the playoffs.
Almost like a draft.
Yeah, almost like a draft if you were drafting a team. So that's what we did this year. For the Justice League Award, the 6 best players in TSFL. Off of the Tigers is Kelly. Off of the Horns is Troy. Off of the Titans is L. Off of the Outlaws is Lil Lucky. Not Big Lucky.
Lil Lucky.
Lil Lucky.
7, not 14.
Lil Lucky, not 7. 11.
7, 11, 14.
We're wrong. Last now.
You was out there at the game. You was out there.
For the Bucks, it's Noel. And for the Wrecking Crew, it's Fernando. So shout out to those 6. You guys were voted or picked by us as the 6 top players in TSFL this year. So again, Kelly, Troy, L, Lucky, Noel, and Fernando. So good job, man. Y'all played a hell of a season. So.
Yep. And last but not least, the award, the most important award on this list, what the award is named after. We're going to go ahead and get into our Superman Award, which is the overall MVP of the season. And this one we actually did debate on. I know we went through this for, probably 15, 20 minutes, going back and forth, and even had some people give us some, insight from a fan's perspective.
And honestly, man, after both performances this week, I had my pick, but after this week, seeing both of these guys play, and they both played, it changed my decision. Again, I'm back in the toss-up. To be honest with you, we've already made the pick, so I'm going to stay with that, but I'm not completely comfortable. I have to be honest and say I'm not completely comfortable with my pick. Like, it was that tough this year. I think this has been the toughest one since we've had these awards.
I agree. I definitely agree. And, like you said, we were discussing, and I wasn't even there for this past game, but from what I hear, and like you said, both players had a magnificent game this past game, carrying their teams to big wins to get into the Epler Cup. But we did settle on Mr. Jimmy Kelly as the Superman Award winner. And congratulations to Jimmy. Jimmy had a hell of a season. He only missed one game, but you guys led the league in offense, and by a lot. So, shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy had one great season. Any words about Jimmy?
Nope, it's no surprise. I called it at the beginning of this year. He was going to be the best quarterback again. He proved it really. Like I said, I'm fumbling for words just thinking about it. I know the past.
I'm gonna see if I got it on tape, and if I got it on tape, then I'm gonna go ahead and try to put it up there.
You had to, man. It was definitely recorded. It should have been. Like when I seen it, I had a perfect view. Like I'm standing. I had got there a little bit late because I was taking care of some business before there. That was a gun show. I went to go check it out.
Just say, just talk, bro. It doesn't gotta be about you.
He gave me a look like I was doing dirty stuff.
Staring into his eyes again? Go ahead.
Man, don't be trying to intimidate me, man. Look, we just gave you a shirt. We made you a member, okay? That don't mean get beside yourself. Please, sir, you acting like Dante. Do we need to put you on punishment? Do we need to put you, matter of fact, we need to put you on probation, clearly.
Hey, you need to lower your tone.
Clearly.
You're getting out of control. Just finish the
Mark
statement.
Belichick.
The swag award,
the commissioner,
or the magistrate award.
The commissioner will be getting in touch with you guys.
Please.
Finish what you got to say about Jimmy here.
But yeah, man, like I'm watching him, like from the goal, like from walking up, like goalposts, and I'm seeing him look this way. He's looking at Mark, pretty much, and throws like this, like does not turn at all. Like I'm perfect view of him, and perfect path. Dude is running in stride, and he doesn't veer in or veer out. Matter of fact, I think, was it 19, the dude you were talking about earlier?
Mm-hmm.
He jumps up. The DB, which is another one of those times, DB is in decent position, not great, but in decent position. But he doesn't go, he doesn't like jump, for the ball. He's waiting for the ball to come to him. And 19, Rudy jumps up and just snags the ball, which makes the play even worse.
And he wasn't in the end zone yet, so like he couldn't tackle him before the end zone. But yeah, and I'll say just with Kelly and first L, man, like it was a tough decision.
Yeah, we didn't even mention honorable mention yet, but I'll let you go and get it. Honorable mention did go to L. Walker from the Titans. Go ahead and continue.
Taking it personal on how we can tell you watching the show because when we filmed last week after the game, he's like, first of all, I didn't lose a step.
Yeah.
So it's good to know L. Shout out to L watching the show. But I did think you lost a step last year, but you obviously fully gained that back this year, and you carried that team offensively at times, and
Most times.
You're just a monster. He's a monster to bring down. You don't want to tackle him. He's big. He's fast. He's strong. I mean, I don't really know what to say, but he's a hell of a ball player, and I respect the heck out of him. So this definitely was a tough choice. I guess because they both played offense, and like you said, we let the league in offense. It kind of goes Kelly's way. But shout out to Kelly's girlfriend, Sarah. I remember last year when he won this award, she said, "Why not give him the award? Because now I have a big head." So if he wins it 2 years in a row, she probably gonna hear about it. So shout out to Kelly, man.
Very unique, very special player.
Great character guy. We're gonna lose him next year for most of the season.
So who's gonna fill in the quarterback?
We'll find somebody.
But you have a legitimate backup quarterback in Greg.
We have offensive coordinator / backup if we need him. Yeah, great.
So will he start next season?
You have an opportunity to compete to start.
Oh, so it's going to be like a...
it's really worked out well with us at center this year.
New York Jets.
Oh, my God.
I ain't worried about them. Greg is a grown man. He doesn't care what y'all think. Y'all be trying to get...
Shout out to Greg.
The mad scientist who comes up with the whole offense. And, man, I'll tell you what. If we get into this 8-man league, we do the 8-man thing.
Greg does a great job, man. And we just be messing with him, but he's cool. He's a cool dude. He helps out with the league. We see him all the time, and that's our dude right there. So shout out to Greg, man.
You just gotta get on somebody because let Martin do does the next best thing since sliced bread.
What?
Jay.
You got what? I said let Mark tell it. Do feel it. Because I said it clearly.
No, I didn't understand what you're saying.
Okay. I'll say it slowly for you, sir.
Here we go. We're gonna go ahead.
Getting a little happy. I'll break that little clay pot over your
So
head
you
right
can
now.
leave my clay pot alone.
Just throw it on the floor. A little trash clay pot.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick break while these two go at it during the break. We're gonna come back with our last really segment of the year. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. We'll be back in just a minute.